here.
Can you turn the light
Get us
on?
started.
Can you turn the light on above you?
Pardon?
The light
Oh,
above
yeah.
you. Okay. this-
Whoa! Just like Hollywood. Do we know Hollywood? What happens in Hollywood? They make movies there, right? So let's do our usual routine. Today is
Wednesday. January 10. 2024.
and the weather. What can we say about this weather? My gosh, cloudy, light snow, 35, above 35 degrees. Yeah. What's it feel like outside? Cold. This is normal winter weather. It's what we can expect. January, February, and in March begins to warm up, maybe. So we will have some cold days. Eventually, we will have some snow. I'm going to take this off. And what we read yesterday, what is a national holiday? National.
January 15th and January 15th.
Nation.
Nation.
What nation are we in?
Nationality.
What nation?
Holiday in the United States.
USA is our nation. Nation is another, usually we use it now as the name of a country. Yemen is a country, name of a nation. Bangladesh is a country, name of a nation. So national holiday means it's a holiday for the whole country. So on a national holiday, national offices will be closed. What are some of those offices? Secretary of State, Post Office, the schools will be closed, government offices will be closed. So for those of you doing citizenship, you know that they will ask you the name of 2 national holidays. This is one of them. Martin Luther King Day. So his birthday is
January
15th. Notice that his birthday is on the 15th. And this year, it actually happens to be the holiday is on his birthday. Some years it's not, because it's always going to be on a Monday. We do that so that people have a longer, it's very common for our holidays that they pick, they'll have the celebrated holiday on a Monday, like Labor Day. You'll remember that. So next year, when we come back to class, we always come back to class after Monday, Labor Day. Yeah. So this is his birthday. I think it was 1929, if I'm not mistaken. So most of you were here yesterday, so a few words that we want to review.
How old are you?
Yes. Anything else?
Yeah.
Only imam?
Can
We
you?
had a few up there. This is a person who is a religious leader.
River? Minister?
So we had
Senator? President? President?
what else did I leave? Anything else I left? There's more. Oh, here's one. These are the titles of people who are religious leaders. It's their title for the place where people come to pray or to practice their faith. So we have this one. It should be a D. Reverend, Imam, Pastor, Priest, Minister, Rabbi. Different faiths, different names for leaders. Notice that sometimes this one here, Minister. You will see that name in other places. For example, Prime Minister. Have you ever heard that name? The Prime Minister of Bangladesh. Prime Minister is a leader in the government, not the clergy, but it means a very top person. Person of some responsibility. So you may see him in other places. So we're going to be talking about this one right here. Reverend. My poster over here. Oh, I left something out. Get our just to review. Reverend, it goes with this one. Doctor.
Martin, Mother, King, Junior.
What's Junior?
Son.
Son. His father was Martin Luther King Sr.
Senior.
So that's it. It's often used in names for a father and son who have the same name. Notice here, this one gets used in other places as well. We know that when in the USA, when you are in high school and you're in grade 12, you are a senior. When you are in grade 11, you are a junior. Moving up. When you are over 65, 70 years old, you are a senior citizen. So it means the top. So a few words that we had from yesterday. This is a birthday. So who remembers why Martin Luther King is someone we learn about? What did he do?
Fight for civil rights. He believed in
What are civil rights?
No fight.
Well,
No fight. No war.
there's lots of definitions.
Rights of people to speak, right, vote, enjoy freedom.
Freedom. What is freedom?
Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of anything.
It means you can do what you choose. So we have this word here. We often see that word free and we think about money. Oh, it's free. You can take it. No cost. But it's used in different ways as well. When we talked about people, we talked about a long time ago, and it came up here already today. At one time, there were groups of people that were not free. Nope. They were owned by other people. That was called slavery. Remember that? Slavery. Slaves were not free. They had to do what other people told them what to do. They could not move where they wanted to go. They couldn't go to school if they wanted to. They were slaves. And so, I'm going to take this off. Slavery, where people, some were slaves. Not all states, some. And in 1860, there was Civil War. Civil War. Fighting. And during that time, the president of the Union, who was Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln. Yep. Abraham Lincoln was the president. Abraham Lincoln said, no more slavery. And then the Congress, do we know Congress?
Yes.
The Congress passed laws. And that was the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment to the Constitution to allow people, all people in the U.S. to have certain freedoms on law, by law. But unfortunately, there were some people that said, we don't care about the law. I don't care what the amendment said. We are going to treat black people differently. No rights for them, or small rights. They were no longer slaves, but they couldn't go to school, like with us, in some places, use the bathrooms, go to restaurants, vote. Many people who were black tried to vote, and they were killed. So, over time, people like this said, this is not right. It is wrong. All people should be equal. So, what does that mean? Equal rights.
Something.
Yes, equal means same for everyone. Yes, equal rights for all people, the same for each person, equal rights. So he was a leader. And he marched. Remember the word march? Protest from our lesson. And there was a big march in Washington, D.C. in 1963, where he was also a great speaker. A famous speech called I Have a Dream. A dream. Pardon? Speech. It's a speech. What happened to him? Assassinated. This word means killed, but usually for a famous person. He was famous. When we talk about a president being killed, assassination. Martin Luther King was killed, very important person, it's called assassination or assassinated. He was assassinated, killed. But we still remember him. Why?
Because
The rights of people. It hasn't ended. Equal rights is still something we need to make sure we have for all people. And we understand here in Hamtramck, you weren't here. You weren't here in Hamtramck then, but I was here in the 1990s when people from other countries who were citizens went to vote in Hamtramck. They had problems. Yes. People would say, we don't want them to vote. Those people from some other country, they think they can vote here. And so they would stand at the voting place and say, why are you here? If you tried to vote, you could go to jail. And people would get scared and they would go home. So the federal government had to step in and say, nope, you can't do that. So anyway, we still have always, forever, we need to work toward better equal rights for all people. We read the article yesterday, and on the blue sheet, We still all have this one? Look at the vocabulary, and just to review these words, the first one is clergyman. You see it? We just did that on the board. Imam, rabbi, minister, priest, names of people who are religious leaders. The next one going down is public places. What does public place mean? Public.
Public.
What? For all the people. Yes. So you go to the public library. Who can come to the public library? Everyone. The public. So public means open to everyone. Things are public or they're private. Private means something someone owns. Public and private. The next one there is violence. What does that mean? Violence. Fighting. Fighting, war, violence. What's the opposite of violence? What's the word?
Not peace.
Peace. Violence is not peace. These are opposites. Violence and peace are opposites. Next one is protest. Protest. What does that mean? Anyone remember? Complain. I don't like it. Argue against it. To protest means, no, I don't like it. I'm going to complain and argue and say, no, this is not right. I protest. Next one up on the top, went on marches. What is a march? Okay. A march is people walking and protesting to say what they want or what they believe. Next one we just did, equality. Where things are the same for everyone. Fair for everyone. Justice for everyone. The next one, make peace means no fighting, no violence. And the last one, assassin is the person who kills. An assassin is a killer of a famous person. Assassin. The action is assassinate. The person who kills is the assassin. That was our vocabulary. Now, on the other side, on page 25, where it says comprehension. Comprehension means understanding. And so there are 3 questions down there. You have to decide A, B, or C. Best answer. Best answer. I'll give you a few minutes to do 1, 2, and 3. Circle the correct answer. be windy. Is it windy? That's a vent outside. When the wind hits it, it pops open. How did we do? Okay. Who wants to start? Number one. Me. Everyone says me. We'll start in the back. Anissa, we'll start with you, and then we'll go around. Read number one. South.
South had segregation.
Segregation. We all agree? Now notice the directions here said best answer. The best answer. We're talking about Martin Luther King in his time of his life. Down here, there may have been white buses. There may have been restaurants for children. But that's not what the story was about. We're looking for best answer. So segregation is the correct one. When it says the South, notice it's capital S. It means an area, the south part of the United States. So often we talk about, oh, he's moving to the west. He's going to the east. He's from the south. It's a big area because we know north, south, east, west are directions. You could say turn east, turn west. But the south is a specific area. Number two, Samira, read number two.
Several rights men is a equality for everybody.
Okay. All agree? Okay. Best answer. Number three, Rega.
January 5th is a national holiday.
Very good. National holiday. next sheet. The information on here is from the story.
That should be, I didn't have.
This one?
Yeah.
Pay attention when you do this, because sometimes when they ask a question, it's a negative question. Let me give you an example. If I said to you, who needs one? Like that? Okay. If I said to you, today is Wednesday, true or false? It's true. If I said to you, today is not Thursday, is that true or false?
True.
It's true. So you're answering from a negative perspective. So take a look at 1 through 6 and answer true or false.
رقم واحد رقم ثلاثة. هذه جائزة نوبل السلام. ما حصلش على
All finished? Okay, we can, even if you're not done, let's stay together, okay? So, stop, produce, stop. Okay, we'll go back, we'll help it so we get this together. But let's go down here and notice that some of these are a negative question. So we have to figure out what are they actually asking. So produce, you're next, number 1.
King did not want to stop
Okay, now let's take a look at this. It's a negative question. Did not want to stop. Did King want to stop segregation? Did he or not? Let's look at the article.
False.
King believed people should be equal, right? He wanted to stop segregation. Black people, white people, that was segregation. So the question is, King did not want to stop it. No, that's not true. That's false. Okay. These are tricky when they ask a negative question. Okay, shark number 2. Wait. JR. What is JR? Junior. That was true. Very good. True. Number 3, Baghdad.
In 1960,
he ate King Gold, got the
Nobel
Nobel Peace
Prize.
False.
False. That was 1964, I think. Okay, next one. Number 4.
King
King what?
died.
Died.
King died when he was 39 years old. That's true.
That was true. He was 39. Very young man. 39 when he was killed.
It's true?
True.
False? False. It's false, not true.
Last paragraph. He was only 39 years old when the assassin killed King. You see it?
Yeah.
He was 39.
True.
True. Next one, number 5, Tora.
His famous speech begins, I had a dream.
That's true. Very famous speech. Number 6, Allah.
In 1963, he was the leader of a civil rights movement. True.
That's true. That's from the article, 1963. A big march in Washington, D.C. What is Washington, D.C.? Capital of the USA. So let's go down here to discussion. Number 1, back, Anissa, number 1. Read for us, number 1.
What other young people?
Wait. Famous.
Famous people do you know?
Worked
Food place.
for peace. Obama. Yes. Do we all know Obama?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? Do you work for peace? Not even a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone here have kids? Anyone here have children? Do you ever say to your kids, calm down, no fighting? Well, you're trying to make peace.
Yeah.
Number 2, Samira.
People in the United States free with the...
Wait.
People in the United States are free. What does this mean?
What does that mean?
Freedom.
Freedom. What is freedom?
Free. It's free.
What?
Free.
What does it mean?
Speech really.
And the quality.
What does it mean though?
Quality.
Speech.
Yes.
Speech.
You can say what you believe. You can pray how you want to pray. You can walk out the door if you like. You can walk on the street if you like. You can make choices for you. Freedom means people don't stop you from doing things. There are certain rules. We still have rules with freedom. So for example, we have rules about driving. Right? So not everyone can drive. Who can drive? But what's the rule about driving?
License.
You have to show you have to have a license. You have to prove that you know how. But if you want to learn how to drive,
Yeah.
go for it. You can do that. You are free to drive. You can go to school if you like. You are free to do that. When we discuss the Constitution, we will talk more about certain freedoms that people have. Sometimes, because the word free is used in business, okay, it's also used in politics. So if a store says free bananas, what does that mean?
Free. No money.
No money. This is a different kind of free. Okay, so we have to keep in mind that certain words have different uses in different places. Number 3, Rega, number 3.
Now are some great leaders in your country. Who are the great? George Washington.
It didn't say who, it said
Who are the great?
why are they great.
Oh, you mean Abraham Lincoln?
Okay, who is George Washington?
First president. Father of country.
Father of the country, right. We're going to go skip down here to the writing part. There's a little story there. Firdaus, will you read that for us? The example, mother, cared, birthday. So, have you heard of Mother Teresa? Anyone heard of her? She was more famous maybe 20 years ago. She was an Albanian woman who went to India and took care of people that other people that were hungry, took care of the poor. Mother Teresa. The word in there, do you see that word missionary? Do you see it? The story we just read, it says Mother Teresa was a missionary. Do you see the word missionary? That's another name I should have put up here when we had minister, reverend, priest, rabbi, missionary. It's another person who is in the clergy. Here's another fact down here at the bottom. Did you know? Shok, can you read that for us?
Did you know Martin Luther King
Junior.
was married and had 3 children?
Yes. His children are still alive, I think. All of them are. And his wife is dead now. She died. She was an older woman. Okay. Any questions about Martin Luther King? Any questions? Yesterday's paper, your grammar. Anyone bring it? But and however, Do we have it? Produce? Got it?
Is that it?
We're going to do the other side, but we're going to do this first.
I like snow, but commas, but I don't like running.
But, yes, no. Opposites. Changing direction of thought.
I like chicken, comma, how
أو كاما
Semicolon.
however, comma, I don't like fried chicken.
Notice but and however. You can use either one. The rules for punctuation a little bit different. Usually, however, is a stronger word than but. Usually. Okay. These are called conjunctions. Putting things together, like and, or, however, but. They're conjunctions. Ideas. Ideas together, conjunction. We good with this?
Sister,
Yes?
please, I forget my people in home. Sorry, thank you.
No, it's no problem. Conjunctions. Putting things together. But now remember, in English, we use the same words in different ways. So sometimes this word is used in a different way.
You can say where every near
Wherever.
Wherever you like.
wherever you like.
What does that mean?
You can sit anywhere.
Anywhere. However, used in a different way.
You can cook rice however you like. Say
What does it mean? However you like.
Same, you like it.
Anyway. Any place, any way.
you can take to the you however
Who and whom are used a little differently, but who and whom are the same.
however you like.
What does that mean?
Same of
Any place,
Anyway.
any way, any person. Okay? Okay. Use, what I wanted to show you is sometimes you may see however not used like but, used in a different way. For today, we're going to do the other side, and it's using both and neither nor. Comparing two things. I like this and I like this. Two things. I like both apples and oranges. I could say, I like them both. Or I could say, I like both apples and oranges.
neither, no.
Oh, apples. Oh, oranges. Oh, I don't like apples. I don't like oranges. I like neither oranges nor apples. Neither nor. Or I could just say I like neither of them. Neither is a negative, but it goes together, neither nor. The first one is used a lot, both. Both goes with and, neither nor. Let's look up here at the top, and I think, where did we leave off? I think Torah? I think.
No, it's produced.
What?
Last one.
Who was last?
Read by the Ferdous.
Baghdad wants to read. Okay. We're going to start up here at the top in the box. First idea, second idea. Go ahead, Baghdad.
Okay, example
Up here, the president.
yesterday he read this one.
Wrong side.
Oh, okay. The president is part of the executive branch.
The cabinet.
The cabinet doesn't
The
want.
cabinet is part. Going
Oh,
across.
here, thank you, sir. The cabinet is the part of the executive branch. Both the president and the cabinet are part of the executive branch.
Very good. Okay. Next one. Intifak. Going down. Enrico. Enrico.
doesn't want. Ali,
High
high
taxes.
taxes. Ali doesn't want high taxes. No, neither Erko
Nor
nor Ali want high taxes.
neither nor. Okay. So going down Torah, let's read in the bottom part. It says, use
An in statement beginning with vowel. Use nor in statement begin with
Neither.
Neither. In about and statement, the verb agrees with the
combined subject.
subject. Both Maria and Marco are citizens. The verb in neither nor
Statement.
agrees with the second subject. Neither Maria nor Marco is a citizen.
So even though Maria and Marco, two, it's still the singular, is. It goes with the second one. Now, what I would like you to do down here in part A is look at this chart. It has 4 people. Rosario, Cherie, Dawson, and Susanna. It's telling us if they voted, march in parades, or has met the mayor. Yes and no. So now you need to look down at 1 through 8, look at the statement and tell, is it true or is it false? Pay attention to negative questions, just like I told you before. I'll give you a few minutes to do that.